Curiosity is a fundamental human trait. We want to know what's going on, especially in our environment. But since we can't be everywhere at all times, we ask cameras for help. And these cameras sometimes capture more than we can see with our physical eyes. These are 15 trail camera recordings no one was supposed to see. Number 1. The Witch. Can you describe what a witch looks like? A woman in a black coat and pointed hat flying on a broomstick? Or maybe a scary-looking woman in a white robe and a walking stick? If a witch is anything like the second description, then this trial camera might have captured a real witch. Back in 2018, somewhere around Saudi Arabia, some policemen were out late at night in their car and suddenly they saw something strange. It is someone in an all-white robe. What's strange about the white robe, right? It would have been strange if the hair was all packed, but the person or thing had its neck dropped down and shoulders up with the hair unpacked. Another thing is that the movement of the figure is very abnormal. Even though it appeared like a strange woman with a walking stick, it moves faster than an old person should. As soon as the car moved close to this figure, it started coming close to the car as well. As they reversed, it came at full speed, still without its face up. Because of that, the policemen think they might have seen a witch because it's strange for anyone, especially a woman, to be outside in that location all alone in the middle of the night. This creature's speed, even when it looks haggard, is really shocking. As the policemen were reversing the car, one of them, terrified, began to scream in the car. Some people have speculated that this video isn't real and that the said witch is just someone in a terrible costume out to scare the living out of us. There has also been news about those men saying the men are not policemen but just random citizens and therefore it could be a hoax. But whether it's a real witch or not, the clip is absolutely terrifying. Number 2. Flying Girl. A woman was out with her dog for a walk in the woods when she heard her dog barking at something suddenly. It's only normal to go take a look at what the dog saw. When she got there, she couldn't believe her eyes. It was a flying girl in a red jacket and a pair of black trousers. The incident was captured during daylight in Russia by a trail cam that was supposed to capture the movement of wildlife, but instead the camera captured something really weird. Since the clip doesn't have sound, it's impossible to find out what the woman with the dog was telling the flying girl, and also unclear if they came to the woods together or not. All the clip shows is that the girl came down not long after the woman came to the scene, and the two hurriedly left the scene. The clip went viral, and a lot of people began to speculate that the girl has some supernatural powers that made her fly, while some believe that the woods is haunted. Whatever it was about, I don't want to go to that place to find out if I can fly or not. Number 3. New Jersey Devil. We came to learn about this trail cam recording in a social media post when a man named David Black claims to have captured the New Jersey Devil on his trail cam. The New Jersey Devil has been a part of the local folklore for years. Being a folklore, there are people who would believe it and there are some who wouldn't. The clip from this man's cam shows a creature that matches the description of the New Jersey Devil. The creature has captured in the dark with a very long tail and wings. Since it was dark, it isn't clear if the creature is as black as it seems, but something is clear. The creature is creepy. It has 4 legs but still has wings that it uses to fly back and forth in Pine Barrens of southern New Jersey. For centuries, there have been claims of sightings of this creature from different people, but there hasn't been any evidence until now. While some believe that is a real New Jersey Devil, some think it's all fake and it was done just to get a lot of attention in the media. And there are others claiming that they have also seen the same. If you think this was scary, things are about to get serious. Number 4. Breathing Earth. The first time I saw Breathing Earth was in a movie, when the earth was about to swallow up some seriously evil people or when something really dangerous was about to resurrect from the earth. Either way, it's not a sight I want to behold in real life. However, this trail cam recording captured what you never wanted to imagine. Yes, a breathing earth. There's no difference in what you've seen in the movie. For a while, it got me thinking about what was really going on in that part of the world, but it turns out to be a natural phenomenon. Breathing earth happens when the ground is loose and the wind is extremely strong. The strong wind makes the big trees sway back and forth while they pull at the web of their roots and loosen the surrounding soil. That way, it feels like the ground is respirating. Imagine if it was you who was witnessing that. Normally, I would think a monster was breathing under the earth and would have to run as fast as my legs would carry me. Thankfully, it was a trail cam that saw and recorded it for us to see. Number 5. The Headless Apparition. Let's move away from the woods for a second. Just to let you know that strange things don't only stay in the woods, I'll tell you this one. Some set of students were exploring an abandoned school when they filmed what should not be seen. They got to the school, and throughout their stay outside the school premises, there was nothing unusual. Everything was just old and dusty like an abandoned building should be. The boys went straight up the stairs while filming the school the whole time. They got to probably the last floor, and suddenly one of the boys noticed that his battery was drained. It was shocking because his phone was fully charged before they entered the school, and it seems his phone never had a battery problem. As if that wasn't enough, this boy started to feel unwell suddenly. His friends probably told him to suck it up and move on, and so they proceeded onto the empty classrooms. They filmed the whole place and went home. Surprisingly, when they checked the video, they noticed that they had filmed something they couldn't see with their eyes. It was a headless apparition. It's not clear why this school was abandoned in the first place, but maybe this clip gave us something to hold on to. The whole time they were there, they didn't know that something else was with them. If they saw it, they would have been scared to death. Many people believe that this clip isn't real, but when you watch this closely and see how the boys were not moved even when this apparition was moving in their direction, you can tell they saw nothing out of the ordinary. Except this clip was professionally edited. It sure looks real. What? Number 6. The Grim Reaper. This recording is just so scary. Grim Reapers in movies are usually portrayed as tall, strong men in black robes with a hoodie and wielding a scythe. Well, this trail cam captured something that looks like the Grim Reaper. According to folklore, Grim Reapers show up to take the souls of lifeless humans with them. It is believed that Grim Reapers do not wander around doing nothing except they have at least a soul to eat. In this cam recording, this image looks just like the Grim Reaper as described and portrayed in movies, and he is seen wandering about in the woods at night, even holding a scythe. Seems there's a spirit wandering in the woods, but nothing else is seen aside from the supposed Grim Reaper. Many have speculated that this was just a random person dressed in a Halloween costume and posing for the camera. But the question is, why would anyone come out in the middle of the night to do anything crazy with their identity won't ever be revealed? Real or not, I would freak out if I saw anything like that. Number 7. Bigfoot's Home. There's a lot of pictures, videos, and stories about Bigfoot. Bigfoot, also known as the Sasquatch, is an ape-like creature said to inhabit the North American forest. Many dubious articles have been offered in attempts to prove the existence of Bigfoot, including claims of sightings as well as alleged video and audio recordings, photographs, and casts of large footprints. Many are known or admitted hoaxes, but this time there's a man who decided to take things further. He claimed he had seen Sasquatch in the wood and even said the Sasquatch has a home. He recorded himself tracing the Sasquatch's home, and it shows a hut-like structure made of wood. The man set the camera close to the home and went his way. Nothing extraordinary happened for a while, but as darkness looms, a dark moving figure can be seen around the home. The figure in the video was not clear as it was dark, but also during the daylight, the cam recorded a mysterious creature. At first, it shows a big hairy hand, and later, a tall, hairy ape-like creature can be seen moving around the house. The man also said that at the time he went to set up the camera around the home, he could perceive a strange smell in the area. Whatever the camera shows looks like the Bigfoot we've heard about, but all the hoaxes centered around the Bigfoot make it difficult to believe that this man actually saw a real Sasquatch. And until we get tangible and confirmed evidence, we can all just stick to whatever we choose to believe about Bigfoot. Number 8. An unexpected save. Animals in the wild have a lot of freedom when compared to captive animals, but that freedom truly costs them their safety. In the wild, there are predators and prey. Many times, when the predator is out to get its prey, the prey has little chance of survival. In this case, we have a predator, a prey, and a savior. A trail cam recorded a rabbit out in the woods in search of what to eat on a cool day. While the rabbit was not looking, a predator sighted it about 1 mile away. The hawk, known as a strategic hunter, saw the rabbit and calculated the right moment to strike. Finally, the wait was over. The hawk descended with great speed and tried to take home its prey. But the rabbit won't go with the hawk willingly, so there was a great struggle. The rabbit, unwilling to give up its life willingly, must have silently prayed for an escape, even if it's narrow. Out of nowhere, a deer showed up and sighted the battle from afar and moved closer and fought the hawk. As soon as the rabbit was free from its predator's grip, it ran as fast as it could without saying thank you to its savior. You can just tell the deer saved the rabbit to get something to eat, but that was really beautiful to watch. Now things are about to get creepy. Number 9. A nun with skeletons. This clip has gone viral, but this list will never be complete without it. In September 2021, pictures and videos of a woman went viral because of what she was doing. According to the video, a woman dressed as a nun was seen dancing with a skeleton beside the Old Hull graveyard in England. The Hull General Cemetery was created in 1847 and was closed in 1972, which means it has not been used for more than 50 years. This spooky and weird sight was caught on camera by a passenger who was passing by in a car on Springbank West, just outside the cemetery. The witness could not believe it and wondered what was happening at that moment. This strange sight was said to have occurred just before noon on September 11, 2021, on the busy road into Hull, which added a more ghostly effect to the incident. The woman was said to be a nun because of how she was dressed. It was just so strange to see a nun dancing with a human skeleton, and on top of that, she had something that looked like a dog right beside her. This woman got people's attention as a lot of people stopped to watch her, which is why many people believe that the nun dancing might be a part of a stunt, prank, or art project. Well, it can be anything, but the fact that this woman was dancing with a human skeleton makes the clip too creepy. I mean, where did she get it from? If that's not an art project like people speculated, I don't know what it could be. Number 10. A creepy hand. Back in November 2020, an account by the name Frank Millier posted on Facebook an eerie clip which he captioned, "Checked my critter camera this evening, had it up over the weekend, getting ready for shotgun deer season. Had a few deer clips and also captured this clip last night. Looks like a hand to me, and a weird one." In the clip, you can see a big hand appear before the camera. The hand looks really creepy because of the size and creases on it. It is also very hairy, but the body that owns the hand is not seen. Looking at the structure of the hand, it looks like the hand of a giant human, but because the hand is so hairy, we can't say it's for a man. There have been speculations that the hand is Bigfoot's, while some believe that it is someone playing a prank on the owner. Whatever that is, it seems that it knows what a camera is and is only hiding its face. The way the hand moves in the clip made me think that it was an animal. It must be a smart one. Number 11. Zombie. Even though trail cams are set in the woods to capture animals in the wild, they won't allow a thing to pass before them unnoticed. We've seen zombies in movies, and some believe that they don't exist in real life. If you're one of those who don't believe, this cam right here shows something that might change your mind. The cam recorded a strange-looking man walking in the woods looking angry. It's more like his ribcage can be seen, but he's still standing, and in fact, walking. He also somehow looks transparent, and it seems that you can see wood through him, which makes you wonder if he's a zombie or a ghost. There have been many videos of zombies caught on camera, but this particular one is just totally creepy. It's not clear as to where this scary man came from, and also not clear where he's going, but the camera clearly shows what can neither be fathomed nor explained. Number 12. Wild Boars Wrestle Cam. How would you feel if you opened your eyes to face a wild boar? Checking out what the camera has captured, this cam owner must be terrified for a second. The man had set up a camera in the woods, probably to capture animals in the wild, and it eventually did, but it ended crazily. Wild boars walked right to the camera and stared at it for a while. You can tell from how much the boar's face took up the whole screen. Wild boars are always curious about what is in their surroundings, and the moment they noticed a trail cam, they had to find out what it was. They moved closer and checked the cam out for a while before deciding what to do with it. It's not clear if the boar thinks of the camera as a threat or something else. Suddenly, they started to wrestle with the camera until they eventually took it down from the tree. You can see that the camera angle changed, as there is dust in the background suggesting that there was a struggle. They eventually left the camera there and walked away. I guess this is why a trail cam should always stay out of sight. Number 13. Black bear hunts a biker. American black bears are said to rarely attack humans, except when they're hungry. This one captured in this clip must have been real hungry. A biker is seen riding through the woods all alone when a black bear jumps out and gives a hot pursuit. It traced the biker down the hill and also took another route to catch up with the biker, but fortunately, the biker left the scene in one piece. There have been reports of black bears attacking humans in North America, but no one has been able to provide this type of footage as this trail cam did. No doubt, black bears can be dangerous because you won't know when they want to eat or when they are hungry. They are omnivores, and they leave the thick forests to look for food in other places. It's only safe to at least keep in mind that hungry black bears might be around when hiking. Number 14. Alien captured on camera. This is a strange creature that is caught on camera. An alien? Maybe not. This time, not in the woods, but a security camera at a local residence in Colorado. This footage shows a creature that stands upright like a human, but its movement is like a robot's. It has tiny legs and hands, and the head has an irregular shape. It looks like a skeleton covered with little flesh. You can't tell it's not a human, but what is it? It's unclear. As this creature moves through the driveway, it gives movement that looks like dance moves. Some people have speculated that this creature is a chupacabra, while some say it's an alien, while others say that it's an extraterrestrial being, which is the same thing as an alien. Whatever the creature is definitely not a human, and if it is not a human, it is definitely something strange to this world. However, the video has gone viral and has caused a stir among UFO enthusiasts because there is a possibility that it was an alien. Number 15. The cougar and the deer. It is expected of some animals to never agree or do anything together because of the predator-prey relationship. In this relationship, an animal benefits by killing to the other, so it is normal for a prey to run when it sees the predator. This clip is of a strange relationship that is somehow shocking and beautiful to watch. You can see a cougar walking on its own in the forest while a deer is walking right after it. Normally, cougars are powerful animals that can snap the neck of their prey easily. So what makes this clip strange is that the cougar is strangely calm even with the deer right behind it. You might think the cougar is not aware that the deer is behind it, but that's not true. Cougars have a good sense of smell and hearing, so they must have heard the steps of the deer. Also, they have very good eyesight, and their vision is excellent at night. While this animal looks much like a cougar, there are people who think the animal is a bobcat, which is why it won't harm the deer. Bobcats enjoy feeding on squirrels, small cats, and dogs, but not big animals like deer. Even if it's a bobcat, this is the first good relationship between a bobcat and a deer that would have been caught on camera.